What if Trump said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? What if Trump's claim to fame was creating a policy that jailed more minorities for petty crimes than ever before? What if Trump never left his basement? What if Trump averaged 104 EOs per year? What if those first 42 EOs were in his first 4 months as president? What if Trump's public schedule showed he only worked 4 hours a day? What if Trump sniffed young children? What if Trump's sons had tapes? What if there were video of Trump's sons doing crack? What if his sons were never arrested for it? What if his sons illegally applied for gun permits? What if Trump's family had financial ties to foreign countries that wanted to hurt our country? What if Trump's campaigns were funded heavily by big tech, big pharma, and the CCP? What if Trump's children openly laundered money by becoming artists and selling art for more than Van Gogh or Picasso, and then told you they couldn't divulge who their buyers were? What if Trump fell down the stairs of Air Force One 3 times in one climb? What if Trump opened the borders to give free healthcare, food, housing, and education to any and everyone that wanted to come, but didn't require them to pay taxes? What if Trump allowed those coming across the border to do so with children that were trapped in order to make it through? What if Trump allowed your local governments to muzzle your children for over a year with no significant numbers or science to back it up? What if he did all of this and mandated those passports for everyone? What if Trump abolished the Keystone Pipeline along with American jobs only to ask foreign entities to increase their production so we could fund them? What if under Trump and these changes, gas prices rose 41%? What if food prices rose 5%? What if car prices rose 41%? What if Trump wanted to defund the police while it was trendy to say so, but then changed his tune when he realized how ridiculous it was? What if Trump claimed during his campaigns he was going to send $2,000 relief checks, but he only sent $1,400 and said, well, hey, the other guy already gave you $600? What if Trump promised over 1 million jobs but didn't even come close?
You can go on, and you will see this video extending to 8 minutes. This lady is asking legitimate questions that everybody should be asking. They used to say this person is above the law, but Democrats now realize they are the one. Maher educate Jane Fonda about how off the race the far left has gone and point out that she is locked into getting information from media that doesn't want their audience to know how sketchy Democrat Party is. Bima sat down with Jane Fonda, and what I realized, this woman is of the real. It's like she's not living in this planet. She's not seeing exactly what is happening. It is important. I react, share my thought on this video. I saw the video to be very important. Really look deep. You will see how these Hollywood people are. The kind of things they do.
Why is he now like tied? Because the other part of the coalition are people who, they don't really like him that much. They just think the far left has gone so nutty on so many issues.
That's what they're being told.
That's what they...
By people like you.
Because it's true. You think the far left does nothing crazy?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Oh, well then...
But I don't know. Who is the far left? What do you mean when you say far left?
I mean, I could give you a million examples.
Yeah, well, give me one.
Okay, the NAACP...
You think the NAACP is far left?
Could I finish my sentence?
Yes.
You asked me for an example.
Yeah.
The NAACP last year issued a travel advisory. You know, that's like the State Department does to go to, I'm sure when you went to Vietnam, they were advising you not to. There's a war on it.
I didn't talk to them. I don't have no.
I know, but you know a travel advisory.
Yeah.
Today we have them for very dangerous countries. You
Yeah.
know, don't go to North Korea. Don't go to Iran.
Yeah.
You know where they issued a travel advisory for black people not to go?
Yeah.
Florida. Every day there's stories like that that just makes people roll their eyes and go, are you people nuts? Even if they don't matter that much, I don't think one person listened to this and thought, I can't go to Florida. But they just suggest something to the average person, which I completely understand, which is, wow, do you people ever find anything that's ridiculous? Do you really think men can get pregnant? You know, that kind of stuff. And I understand that a trans woman can get pregnant. That's different than a man getting pregnant. And the way they sort of insist on blurring that line is if that's some sort of reasonable social cause, as opposed to just being for having full rights, respect, and protection for trans people. We get that.
So I've never heard about men getting pregnant. I've never heard about this argument. It must be some part of what you call the far left that is so minuscule that...
Yes, though I disagree with Maher often, when you look at this video, you can clearly see he knows the truth, though sometimes he behaves like he knows nothing, siding with the other side. Jenny is a classic case of celeb being confined in her multi-million mansion who doesn't have a clue about everyday Americans being manipulated by her party. And she doesn't care. Jen behaves like this because she's comfortable. She doesn't just show a side to know what exactly is happening to her party, what they're doing. Bieber understands that, though he sometimes supports what they're doing. It is crazy at this point to see how Democrats are struggling to come to reality. The way they used to be a few years back, it is changes after these elections. And I've observed that it is not winning them elections. If they don't adjust, things might get worse and worse because people are now awake. They see the truth.
So I've never heard about men getting pregnant. I've never heard about this argument. It must be some part of what you call the far left that is so minuscule that I, who am...
No, Jane.
What?
It's not minuscule, and I'm sorry, you can't throw this back on us. I assume it's because you are locked into media that just never wants anyone in their audience to know anything sketchy about the blue team.
Well,
and
I mean, I don't know. I read two papers, and maybe I don't. I should watch Fox News.
No,
I guess
I don't watch Fox. That's too far. But you don't have to. I'm not going to torture myself.
He doesn't like regulations. Well, we live in a soup of toxic chemicals. If we don't regulate it, we're all going to die of cancer.
That's true.
He doesn't do anything.
There's also many regulations that aren't necessary, I mean, you really don't believe that the state we live in, California, is lacking regulation. There's over 300,000 regulations. I mean,
Well, maybe they're needed.
They're not.
Yes, you can see what is happening. This woman, it's not like she's even on this planet. She behaves like she knows nothing. I have never heard people calling men can get pregnant, things like that. This is just a clear case that she watched CNN, MSNBC every single day. Because these people don't call that out. If you watch other sources, you will realize the truth of what people are going through. It is insane. At a certain point, when I see these celebs behaving like this, they're out of reality. Then look at the people that will come out to advise you, vote for this person. They don't know what you're passing through. It saddens my heart to see that often, how they do it. How will a person like this be talking this way?
Faith in the rule of law. Finally, Democrats have a moral perch from which they can judge without shame, hypocrisy, or nuance.
Donald Trump wins, I'm going to be out of the country.
It was an excellent conversation.
Why haven't they done it? They broke the border. Justin Trudeau broke the border.
I think it's funny how Donald Trump has officially done more for Canada, and he's not even in office yet, than Justin Trudeau, our prime minister, has done for the country in years.
I had a good call with Donald Trump last night again. Trudeau is at the end of his time.
The prime minister dances while Montreal burns.
Mass officers, and the prime minister was nowhere to be found.
Justin Trudeau tweeted to Taylor Swift asking her to add a stop of her Eras tour in Canada.
Have a nice Sunday.
Doing this. That's what she did.
NBC News can now project that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, which means he is the winner of this race and will return to the White House.
And Donald Trump
will be our next president.
Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback unlike any in modern American politics.
You know what? Donald Trump likes my music. Please register to vote.
Look at this. She's only up by 15 points.
Got Taylor Swift.
The root of this mistake